This time on Street Rat Garage, we are back at the Indiana Public Auction, seeing if we can find any luxury vehicles. Let's get looking. Now, I am a fan of the cheap, affordable, maybe beat up a little bit car. Something you can get for $1,000, $2,000, something like that, just to get you back and forth to work. But today we're going to look around here and see what else they have. Do they have something nice? Something that you would actually not be ashamed to drive around in? Maybe. So first up, let's start with the BMW. Everybody likes the BMW, right? I've had a couple of these, older ones. I've never had a new one, but let's jump in here. It looks like it's in pretty good condition, but it has 236,000 miles. Uh-oh. It's got the glove box coming loose, but that looks like a pretty easy fix. It's probably, I don't know. Looks like it just gets pinched in between the glove box and the framework there and maybe glue it down a little bit. That would be an easy fix. I'm not sure why somebody didn't go ahead and fix that while it was here. The interior is actually pretty good. It just needs to be cleaned up. That's what I don't understand about this particular auction. The cars do not come in very clean. It's really weird. I mean, this is an auction, even though it is a public auction. You think they clean them up a little bit. So it just has that on it. There's some floor mats in the back. The back seat's really nice. Can we get in the trunk? Yeah. Good cargo area. The automatic hatch does not work very well. It's got climate control for the back, and it's got all the good stuff. But it's got 136. It's got a crack in the windshield. Always look at the windshields because some of these can be rather pricey depending on if they have any safety devices in the glass that you have to deal with. I'm not sure if that has anything on it or not. This is a little bit older car, so it might not have all that. This is a 14, but it looks pretty good. Let's see what's under the hood. Well, everything is a little bit dirty, and there's cobwebs, which is a little concerning. It's like the car has not been driven for a while. So with 236,000 miles on it and not being driven, I don't know if that's a winner or not, but I guess if it goes for like $1,000 it would be. We'll check on it. And we have another BMW. This one is a 2004 BMW. Doesn't look that old. It's in pretty good shape. It's not bad. It has 121,000 miles on it. I'm sorry, 221,000 miles. That is a big difference. So let's look inside of this one. It is also dirty. Why not clean your car when you come in here? I mean, I don't mind because it makes the value lower. And what's going on here? That just sort of goes up there somehow. I don't know how, but it goes up there. So it looks like you have some water leakage issues. A lot of times there's a drain that goes down here behind this A-pillar, and it drains down into the wherever and goes onto the ground. But as you can see, that side is also wrinkly, and it does have a sunroof. So I'm gonna guess that all you really have to do is pop these off and unclog the little tube that runs down here, and then wash this and smooth it back out, and it'll look a lot better and a lot more taken care of. Oh, that does not look very good, but I mean, all you have to do is come in here with some headline panel glue and glue this all back up. It would make this car look so much better with just a little cleaning and just a little bit of fixing. But that's okay, because that's how you want to buy them. So it's going to lose value because they didn't do the work. You want to come in here and buy them. You want to do the work and then sell them for a profit. That's the way it should be. So what about the old Chrysler 300? Is that considered luxury, or is that considered trailer park luxury? I mean, I kind of like it myself. This one has seen better days, and for some reason the window's been left down. So there's a possibility that it might not go up. And uh-oh, what happened here? Oh, it was in a bit of a fender bender. Huh. And I imagine that this was replaced. You want to imagine that the passenger side would go off, but not the driver's side. That's kind of weird. But it only has 140,000 miles on it. I'm going to guess this is a V6 car because I didn't see the word C on it anywhere. But it's not bad, really, overall. Having the blown airbags is going to bring the value down on it a little bit, but it just makes it that much easier to get a hold of. I mean, it's got the console shifter. Do all these have the console shifter? Huh, I don't know. Got the nice radio, the fancy trim. The door panels were good. Huh, not bad. Let's check under the hood to make sure this is a V6. Yeah, she's got the 3.5 V6 in her. I mean, I'm looking at this core support, and it looks straight. And I can't tell if that's been monkeyed with or not. This fender kind of looks like it has overspray on it. Yeah. See how this one's been sprayed, and there's black underneath of it. So this one is just solid white. So this has been replaced. So I imagine it was hit over here. You see how that doesn't quite align, right? That doesn't either. So probably that front end's been put on as well. So see that gap there? It doesn't line up very well because of the aftermarket fender probably. They could have spent a little time and probably made that look better, but I mean, the important thing is the core support is in good shape. So I wouldn't be too afraid of this one. It took a hit, but it probably wasn't a very heavy hit. You can see the gap is not very good here, and the lights are definitely recessed. They need to come out. So it took a front end hit. Probably it might have been towards this side or just right in here somewhere, I imagine. So, oh, look at the gap there. That is a bad gap. That's a real bad gap. This fender is not good. It's got a perfectly good gap on this side and a really bad gap on this side. It comes in and then goes back out. You can probably fix that, but did not do a very good job of aligning that. Bad body shop. So that's definitely one of the things you want to make a note of when you come out to the auction. Look at all the body lines, especially the hood, where it matches the fenders, and the doors where it matches the fenders, and the door where it matches the body, all that stuff. Look at that and make sure all those gaps are right. Okay, I found a pretty good one. I'm liking this. This is a GMC, a 1992 GMC extended cab, the old square body, small square body. I mean, there's some cosmetic issues, but this is pretty solid. Look at, I mean, there's some bumps here. So looks like it got hit coming in this way. But this is the Midwest, and this rust right here is very minimal for Indiana. I mean, that's not even rusted all the way through right there. And it has solid rockers. That is unusual, super unusual for a truck this age. And this is just paint. This is paint chips. There's no holes on it, and there's no body filler in there. This is all solid. We don't get that here. This truck must have come from somewhere else. Look, nothing. Well, right there, a little tab, and that's nothing. This is a really good truck, super good GMC. Even if this doesn't run, it'd be worth about $1,000 just not running. But I'll have to check and see if this does run. 167,000. It should run just fine. It's locked up, but I imagine it has the V6 in it. Still has the stock rims on it. It should have some trim rings on it. Those are missing, but see, it's still solid underneath there. This needs to come off and be sanded down, but it's still good. Automatic transmission. So yeah, SLE truck, solid on both sides. Solid. Man, this is good. This is a good one, and it's the GMC. It's not even an S10, it's an S15. So it's not even S15, it's a Sonoma. Makes it even that much better. So I could probably get $3 grand, $3,500 out of this truck running and driving, I imagine. Fortunately, the other side is open. Oh man, the seats are nice. Somebody took care of this truck and it hasn't even been cleaned up. It's got a little bit of dirt. So if it's dirty and the seats still look this good, this truck was taken care of. This is definitely what you want to see. This is just from the heat. And these are easy to put back on. That's no big deal. But it does have a crack, so I'm going to change this out anyway, and it'll come with a new metal piece on it. That's not bad. That's like $225, I think. But yeah, it's got the jump seats in the back. See, it's got dirt in it, but it's clean for what it is. The glove box door is broken. Yeah, that's broken. No big deal. Does this one work? Yep, that one works like it should. Owner's manual? Yep, owner's manual. Man, this is nice. This is nice. We're gonna look at this one, see what it goes for. If there's people watching, it's gonna go for some good money. But if there's not, maybe we can snatch it up. So that definitely was not a luxury car, but man, that's awesome. I can't beat that. Now, since we have already gotten off track and stopped looking at luxury cars for a moment, I saw this one too, a Volare. When's the last time you have seen a Volare? Ever? It's like a Aspen, except for Plymouth. Plymouth Aspen, Dodge Aspen, Plymouth Volare. So, only 81,000 miles on it. It's a 76. This is nice. Well, it's not nice. it's rather beat up. Now this is what a Midwest car should look like. This is Indiana all over it right here, but still, somebody cut this off and was gonna fix it and didn't. So it got hit in the back. They pulled it out. The paint is semi-shiny in some spots. So somebody was trying to take care of it, but failed. I mean, they put some rims on it and all that good stuff. Oh, look, it has, I don't know what brand that is, but it has some 6x9s in it. So if it has 6x9s, you know it's a quality sound system. Probably, you know, a Craig or something like that. Oh, Sony, nope, they upgraded. It's got the space blanket on the floor with the, you used to be able to buy this stuff at like Home Depot. It's not really carpet, but you know, it is for what they're doing. So this is a roadkill style restore. I'm gonna bet this probably has a slant 6 in it. If it has a V8 in it, that would be awesome, but I doubt it. So let's see what we have. Yep, 225, right? 225 V6 or V6 slant 6. It looks like it's been sitting for a little bit, but not that long. This will run. Definitely gonna run. Well, 6 to 23 is the battery. It doesn't mean it was running, but somebody tried. So there's a good possibility. What I like about the slant 6, how easy is it to get to that starter? Like boom, right there. Fix your starter. Carburetor right there. Fix your carburetor. Where's the distributor at? Is it easy as well? It's a little bit harder because it's laying on its side, but spark plugs are right there. Oil is right there. Man, that's easy. It's got some rust on the firewall though. That's not good. Oh, look at that. This probably does not run because of this electronic component here, which probably goes to the coil or the distributor. There's a good chance this doesn't run. It's been melted out of there. Easy fix though, as long as it turns over. If it spins, it wins. I like this. Definitely gonna look at it. Okay, let's get back to better cars, fancy cars. Well, how about cowboy fancy? F-150 2017. Man, that's nice. I like the color. F-150 XLT, so 4-door. This is in good shape, real good shape. Why is this here? Oh my, I don't know if you can see that. Look at the runs. Oh my gosh, something happened. Oh, look at them. You can definitely see that one. Holy cow. Okay, now we know why it's here. So, wow. Any internal damage, any frame damage? I can't tell. Why is the frame two different colors right there? Was that painted over? I don't know. Is this welded spot supposed to be here? I don't know that either. I'm not a Ford guy, you know that. Oh, let's look under. I mean, it looks pretty straight. This frame is just different, like it's leaking something or it was painted over. I don't know. Everything appears to be okay. Those tires are garbage. But man, look at that. That is ridiculous. Take the spray gun away. It looks like I painted this. The other side is in good shape, right? A little scrape there. All good. Look at her lines. All good. Lines. All good. Front lines. Good. Hood lines. That's good. This one's good. This one's good. Check these. Good. 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 Yeah. Must have just got hit all along this bedside. So wiped out this bedside, repainted it, but it looks okay. Okay, and it's nice on the inside. It's real nice on the inside. And it's, man, this sucker's roomy. I'm not a Ford guy, but this one's not bad. Not bad at all. I'd drive this. I mean, it has tinted windows. No one would see me driving it, so it's okay. Not bad at all. I think this is gonna go for some good money. I'm gonna guess about 12 grand on this one, maybe 17. Huh. Well, let's look at it and see what it does. Is that what I think it is? Huh. That is unusual. You know, you guys know what this is? Have you seen one of these before? This is a Hyundai, a Nexo. Nexo, right? That's how you pronounce that? Nexo. Nexo. Fuel cell. You know what that means? Well, let me show you what that means. This thing is fancy. Good Lord, this is fancy. Why is it even here? Even though this is a gas pump. Yeah, just come back here. Whoops. And yeah, look at this. What is that, you ask? Well, that is what it is. H2, hydrogen powered vehicle. Look at that. That is awesome and a little scary. I mean, this car basically runs on water. So I don't know the process, but yeah, the exponent would be water when it mixes. It makes electricity. So I'm guessing this has an electric motor. I've never seen one of these in person. It says blue drive. It's a blue vehicle, not a green vehicle. So, man, this is crazy. Huh. Yeah. I think this is this still internal combustion? It has a radiator. Or is that just where all the water goes? I don't know. I don't know how this works. No idea. But it's hydrogen. It's water and electricity. So there you go. And I don't know how this works, but this is way, way cool. I don't know if this is a sustainable source. I mean, where would you fuel this? Where would you fuel this? And how much does it cost to fuel one of these? Does anybody have one of these? That's weird. This is weird. I mean, it's full-blown RoboCop inside. This is actually, I think I like this better than a Tesla. At least it has some buttons on it to push, and it has this big old screen. This is fancy. And I don't like Hyundais at all, not even a little bit, but this one is awesome. So what do you guys know about this? Where do you fuel this? I'm in Indiana. It only has 34,000 miles on it. So apparently, is this a 19? So apparently they don't drive it a whole lot. What kind of fuel mileage would this get? And how much does it cost to fill one of these up? What is it per gallon? How many miles per gallon would it run? I'm gonna have to research this. This is cool. I'd almost drive one of these. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. So I would take this out and put it in an older vehicle, a vintage car, just because that's cool. It's got one here, but it doesn't pop out. Okay, we're definitely gonna see how much this goes for. And I'm gonna guess that these handles go in somehow, because that would be awesome. And it looks like they do. Nice. That is crazy. I really like that ugly little thing. How about an Infiniti with only 95K miles on it? If it only has 95 and it's a Infiniti, it's gonna run probably 300,000 more miles. This is definitely a good one, no matter what. I mean, they would have had to really mistreat it in order for it not to be a good car. Seats are good. They show about 95,000 miles of wear on it. And not too much going on over here, so they had no friends. So that's a good thing. It means it was probably a travel car. A lot of running back and forth. The pedals are not super worn, so not a whole lot on the brake pedal, so not a lot of braking, which makes me think that it's also highway driving. So if it's highway driving, definitely. And look how dirty it is up here. That means they were cruising a lot with the top open, going down the highway, looking for adventure. Yeah, no, let's see. A little bit. So I can't smell real good, but a little bit of a smoker, no big deal. If they were a real bad smoker, you would see marks right here and here where they hold their cigarettes and out the window and sit there and hit it accidentally and burn it. So that's a true smoker for you. This is a pretty nice car though. Yeah, clean in the front, clean in the back. And the M35X, what does the X mean? I don't know. So it's got some flaking on the wheels though. This is good because it detracts from the value, and you can clean those up, repaint them, and make it look a lot better. And the headlights are fogged a little bit. Something else you can do to make it look better, make it look more expensive, get your money, get some money out of it. It's got some scratches here and here that'll buff out. Got a little bit of a ding right there though. That's a little bit harder to cover up. But yeah, all in all, this is really good. This is definitely a winner right here. If anything, you could drive this for the next 10 years, no problems. And then we have the Jaguar, as the Brits say. But yeah, we call it a Jaguar here, so that's what it is. It's a Jaguar, 156,000 miles on it. Won't stay running. What is this for? Won't stay running. Won't stay running. So anyway, oh, why'd they leave the window cracked open on this one? Surely that goes up. But this is not a bad looking car though. Figure out what's wrong with it. Look at the wood grain on that sucker. It's like being in the forest. It's pretty cool. Just needs a little bit of cleaning up here. Back seat's nice. But yeah, this would, you know what I'd do with this? I'd take this and LS swap it. That would be awesome. Or small block Chevy with 2.4 sticking out of the hood. Clean up those headlights, put some rims on it, lower it down a little bit. That would be awesome. If you could get this at a decent price, this would be a fun project car. Or just buy it and drive it. There's that too. Now we cannot forget about the Lincoln. Yep, the Ford flagship cars, the Lincolns. This one's nice. Again, they're dirty on the inside. Why are they always dirty on the inside? Unbelievable. But there again, it's what you want. You come to the auction, you want to buy the dirty car as long as it runs and drives. This one has 132,000 miles on it, and it's dirty on the inside. I mean, oh look, it's even new enough that it has HDMI's to plug in, and oh, it has RCA's too. That's a weird combination. What would you do with the RCA jacks? Huh. I didn't even know those two came out together. But, oh, they had some kids. And it's a little bit dirty. Looks like some crackers in the back, animal crackers. But, yeah, this would be fine. If this was a soccer mom from one of the ritzy areas, this is probably pretty well taken care of, just not cleaned on a regular basis. So all you have to do, buy this, clean it up real good, make sure she runs. It's hot in here. Make sure she runs good, bring it back to the same auction and make some money without hardly doing anything. This is parked right next to this black Ford. I didn't even notice it until now. It's loud out here. Okay, so yeah, everything looks good. The body panels look good. The body lines all look straight on it. The rims, they don't have a bunch of curb rash or anything on them. So this was driven probably sparingly. It's an all-wheel drive too, so that adds value. You know, not everybody's going to realize that when they're bidding on it. So that's some more money that you got. Overall, it's in good shape. Look at that big double slider sunroof. That's nice. So 132,000 miles, that'll go for quite a while longer. Okay, we're gonna go inside, but first I wanted to look at this. This is the Dart, 15 Dart. I mean, I hardly ever see these, or actually I probably hardly ever notice them because they're so plain. This is definitely not a luxury car. Man, these are like the uber cheap ones when they're used, because they lose so much value and nobody wants them after they buy them new. I'm not sure people want them when they buy them new. It's 135,000 miles. I don't know how long these cars go, but they pretty much should have just called this the new Dodge Neon, because that's what it reminds me of. It looks like an updated Neon. Actually, I think the Neon was a little bit cooler. Well, we'll see what this goes for. I'm curious to see how much value these things have lost over time. But I mean, if you just need a car to go back and forth, this can't go over $3,000, surely. But let's find out. Well, again, not a luxury car. Not even in that great a shape, but these things sell. Oh, they sell crazy. People will buy these all day long. This is just a V6 Charger. It's nothing fancy. Wasn't a police car. I think those other police cars we looked at in the video a few back, if you want to see police cars go through in Chargers, I think these things were going about 35 with about the same amount of miles, maybe a little bit higher. So this may go for about the same. And most of the police cars were V6s just like this, 3.6 liter. I think this is the same engine that comes in a Jeep, right? So if this goes for like 2,500 bucks, you can make some money off of it. I mean, it's not bad. It needs cleaned up. It has scratches all over it. And looks like it said something there. I don't know. It was not a police car. Didn't have the police console in it or anything. But huh. That is, got some scratches there. Rims need to be cleaned up. Has a ding here. Starting to lose a little value, but 2,500 bucks. Sell it for 3,500 bucks. Quick and easy. Okay, it is hot and humid out here, so I think it is time to go back inside and see what these cars are going to sell for. Let's go. Okay, we are back inside, and the first car is started, and 2004 BMW, and It quickly got up to $1,500. I think it had an $800 pre-bid in on it first. So she's getting ready to sell. It says it's selling all the way. So this one's going to sell for $1,500. That had like 200,000 miles on it, but it was clean inside and out. Let's see if it sells. Boom, it is gone. It sold for $1,500, just like that. Now, that was a pretty good deal there. So that was car number 2 in the auction. So the BMWs, they go in alphabetical order. So the BMWs, you know, are like right up after the Audis, which I didn't see an Audi, but they're close. So if you get in on this early, oftentimes you can get a good deal on a car. The first, second, third, fourth car, they usually go a lot cheaper than the other cars. The first cars and the last cars usually get the best money. So we got another BMW coming up here, so let's check it out. Okay, here is the 2014 BMW X3. It is up, and $1,200 on it right now. It's surely it's going to go for more than that. Let's see what it goes for. It had, yeah, 236,000 miles on it. So it's got a lot of miles on it, but it's a BMW. So, you know, I don't know a whole lot about those. It's getting ready to close. Oh, it's going twice. So let's check this out real quick. It says, bunch of stuff. Oh, it says it's on if sell, but it has said transmission malfunction light was on. So there may or may not be a problem on that one. So it's on an if sell. So the if sell, if you are the last bidder and it doesn't meet the reserve, the seller has the ability to say, hey, if it doesn't sell for what I want, go ahead and call me and we'll see if we can work out a deal. Usually what happens is they tell you what their bottom dollar is, what they really want for it. And then you can kind of negotiate. Maybe they'll take a little bit less than what they're trying to get out of it. It depends on if they're ready to get rid of the car or not. So if not, they'll send it through the auction the next week. Now we have the 2008 Chrysler 300, the white one we looked at. It only has 140,000 miles on it. I mean, that's not bad, but let's come down here and look at the condition report. Runs and drive, dash is damaged, we saw that. Rear bumper's cracked. Engine tapping. So those little V6, sometimes they have a little bit of a lifter tap. So that could be an issue, or could be no big deal, we can drive it around. But wouldn't that have the 3... Is that the 3.5? Is there a 3.5 or 3.7? I don't know. Anyway, if sell, it only went for $525. So they're going to put that one on an if as well. I don't know about that one. I mean, if it didn't have that tick in it, I'm pretty sure it would have went for a lot higher. But they may get it for $500-600. Don't know. All right, the Dodge Charger is up, and it is jumping up there. Hell, it's almost at that $3,000 mark that we said those other Chargers were going for. So yeah, it's doing pretty good. And it just suddenly stopped at $2,900. I did see a couple people looking at this one at the auction. How many miles? It had 150,000 miles on it. That had the 3.6 in it. That's where I'm thinking the 3.6. It had a couple dents in it, see? So they just bid $29.25, so somebody's out. Got a few scratches on it, but overall that's a pretty good looking car for $3,000. It's right. I thought it was going to go a little bit higher because it really just shot up there real quick. So $29.50 going twice. Oh, there's another bid, $3,000. So somebody else is in there. There's at least 2 people bidding on it. Maybe 3, but $2,000 right now. The interior is pretty good shape too. I mean, it's not bad. It just has some scratches on it. Oh, and it's a if sell. Too bad. I thought that would sell for about $3,000. So, well, there's our Dodge Dart coming up right next. And they're going to sell it all the way. Let's look at the condition report on that real quick. It says it runs and drives, just the tire lights on. I guess this is a problem with it. Carfax says it's a flood, and it has a rebuilt title on it. So, Yeah, that's going to be a little bit of a rough one. It got wet. Too bad we don't know how much it flooded.
Going twice for $1,800.
But I mean, it's a what was it? 14? It's 15. 15 Dodge Dart.
Asking for
So if you don't mind having a rebuilt title and somebody vacuuming all the goldfish out of it, I guess it'll be a good deal. But they're selling all the way, so right there where it says selling all the way, that means whoever's the last bidder, they're going to get it. So once, twice, if nobody bids on it again, this 1850 is going to get this car, which I wish I knew a little bit more about darts to say whether these cars were good enough. Got some scratches on the side. Hopefully that wasn't from going down river or something. Oh, somebody bid on it again. So it doesn't look bad. I can't see if there's any water on the interior, but it's sold. So $1,875 for a 2015 vehicle. It's water damaged. I mean, that could have just been a little bit on the interior, or it could have been all the way up to the roof. We don't know. So if it was just a little bit and got into the interior and didn't affect the computers, and they didn't have to take those things out and do anything with them, then good deal. If it was all the way to the roof and we don't know how much gunk is in there and how much corrosion is in the wiring, yeah, not so good deal. But unfortunately, we don't know. That's why you check these things out first. You go through the whole list, you look at it, what you seriously want to buy, you go check those things out, and that way you can make a more informed decision. All right, here is our 2017 Ford F-150, and it's already up to $4,000, so you can pre-bid on these vehicles. So it was already pre-bid up to like $3,500, and it took a couple hits before we got to it, but $4,100 seems to be awful cheap. It should go definitely for more than that. They're not going to sell it for $4,000. I can guarantee you that much. Let's see, 150,000 miles on it. Oh, see, no sale, $4,100. Just didn't bid enough. I mean, that truck was worth more than that. But for some reason, there wasn't anybody with enough money to bid on it. I'm not sure what happened there. And I wasn't paying enough attention to bid on it, apparently. All right, here is our GMC Sonoma, and $675. It's a pretty good deal on it. Why don't we just smack it once just for fun? Yay, we're high bidder. We are winning. We're winners. Let's see if it does anything. We should have read down here condition report. Oh, I just got bumped out. Runs and drives, cracked windshield, AC blows warm, it's got the V6 in it. So we got outbid. It's at $875, which is a pretty good deal.
You'll be sorry if you stop bidding on this one.
Yeah, probably. I'll probably be sorry if I stop bidding on this. I don't think this is going to meet the reserve.
Asking for $975. Selling all the way.
Well, it did meet the reserve, so it's going for $875. Man, I just can't. I'm having problems committing to this one. Let's hit it once. Bam. There we go. We're a high bidder at $975. Let's see if we can win this one. Going once, and we've been outbid again. I think we're done there. The auction fees, I can't remember what the auction fees, I didn't look. That's about $200 worth of auction fees, so we're at about $1,200, and somebody bid on it. So, man, that's a little bit painful. I just feel like I should have bid on that some more. I kind of wish I would have started it up and moved it around a little bit just to double check on that one. Oh well, there's still that Volare. I'm interested in that one too. I like to keep my trucks, the older trucks like that, at around $1,500 to $1,700, $1,750 maybe, give or take. And it just seems like if I bid on that, and with auction fees and taxes, we probably would have been about $1,350. Then we would have had to do the paperwork, which is about another $100, which would have brought it back to $1,450, maybe even $1,500 after we're all done. Maybe we could sell it for a couple thousand, maybe not. So the profit margin it's just not quite there for me on that particular truck, but might be able to get more. The prices on those S10s are going up, but the prices on this auction, however, seem a little bit low. Low everything except for that S10, of course. But yeah, let's look at what else, something else. We'll find something, maybe. I don't know, maybe not. And here is that 2019 Nexo hydrogen powered vehicle. And it already has $77,100. It started off at $7,000, had pre-bids up to $7,000. Running vehicle, hydrogen powered, has low miles on it. It did have low miles. It had 34,000 miles for a 19. That's pretty low. Probably because, where are you going to drive it? You going to carry hydrogen on you? I don't know. I don't know what the range is on the gas or hydrogen powered vehicle. What's the range on those? Wonder if you can get 200-300 miles. Wonder if you can find another hydrogen place. Okay, it's going twice. 7,000. That's a pretty interesting car. I would really kind of like to have that, but I'm not spending $7,000 on something that I'm not sure that I can get, but it's sold for $7,200. I don't know, is that cheap? Why does that seem cheap for that? Our Infiniti is up after that car, and it is getting bumped up to $2,300. That one was a pretty nice car. That's oh, what year was that? 2006 Infiniti, and I can't remember. I can't find the miles on it. Can't find the miles, but it looks clean all the way around. A couple of small little scuffs on it. V6 car, clean on the inside. I like this one. There it is. 95,000 miles. That's right. Only 95,000 miles on it. Condition report. Runs, check engine lights on, but that could be anything. $2,800. I mean, if it stays under $3,000, I'm going to say that's a pretty good deal on that one. $2,900. So it's creeping up there. But these are pretty reliable vehicles. I mean, they're kind of hard to beat, especially for that kind of money. If you take it out onto a car lot, it's definitely going to bring probably double that, maybe a little bit less nowadays, because prices on cars are starting to come down. Not starting, they've been coming down. And let's see if it goes. Oops, it just reset to 10 seconds. And I didn't see anybody bid on it. Did somebody bid on it? Why did it reset? I don't know. But let's see if it... Oh, it didn't sell. See? Too cheap. Definitely too cheap on that one. Oh, again. Now here is our Jaguar, as they say. It is a good looking car. I just wonder what is wrong with it. 156,000 miles. That is not bad. 600 bucks. Let's hit it once. $700. We're gonna bid on it just because it's shiny, just one time, just to see. If it's gonna go that low, we're just gonna bid on it. For that kind of money, we can V8 that. Running vehicle. Oh, we've been outbid. Okay, well, we gave it one try just to see if we could get a super cheap one. I don't think it's going to sell for that, though. Let's see if it sells for $800. Only going once. Going twice for $800. Man, it's clean on the inside. They really detailed it out. I wonder how much it would cost to fix that thing up. And all that wood grain or fake wood grain, I don't know which they put on the Jaguar. It might be real, but it's in good shape. Here we go, going twice. Let's see if it... Nope, that's a no sell, so we weren't going to get that anyway. I imagine that's probably $2,000, something like that. But if it goes through again, we'll hit it again and see if we can get it cheap, and throw a small block with a couple fours sticking out of that. That'd be awesome. Now, if you have watched these videos before, I have showed this one a couple times. We went and looked at it once, and I think it went through like 2 or 3 times. I think I saw this on Facebook Marketplace for like $12,000. So the current bid It's about $6,800, which is looks a little higher than what it usually gets. But if this doesn't hit, I imagine $10,000, they're not going to even think about selling it. But it stalled out. It had a pre-bid of like I don't know, $6,500. It hit a couple bids, but it's stuck here at $6,800. I don't think anybody's going to buy this. This needs to go on a specialty website or a Facebook group that deals with military vehicles to get the word out on this one. It's just not something people in this area or in this market bidding on these cars online are going to go for. All right, forget everything I said. It just sold for $6,850, was it? Apparently, they had enough and they just wanted to get rid of it. I know I saw it on Facebook Marketplace for like 12 grand. So yeah, they're done with it and they're sending it down the road. It's been there for weeks and weeks and weeks, but finally it's sold. So good for them. That was not a bad deal. I really did not think it would sell for that. It's really a clean Jeep, and whoever bought that, go to Facebook Marketplace, not Facebook Marketplace, go to Facebook groups, find the military Jeep section, put it on there, and you'll make some money off of that one. And here is our Lincoln, already gaining ground at $2,000 now. So yeah, that was a nice looking little Lincoln. Yeah, nice and clean all the way around. How many miles? 132,000 miles on it. So yeah, that's not awful for one of those. $2,700. What engine? Did we look at the engine? I don't remember looking at the engine. Looks like it has a, is that a V6 engine? I can't tell. Front wheel drive. Not sure what that has in it. Let's see if we can tell. Yeah, 3.7. This is 3.7, 305 horsepower, really? 280 foot-pounds of torque? That's pretty good. So runs, condition report, runs and drives, tire lights on, control panel loose. That's no big deal on the door. So where are we at? $4,000, up to $4 grand on that one. People are liking that car. It's a 15, so it's relatively new. So that is going to make somebody a good going to town rig. Going to church rig. It's a little, got some little rust flakes underneath, but that's no big deal. It's not rusted through or anything, but $4,800, it's doing good. It's probably one of the better ones that we have looked at that's bringing the money. But yeah, nice looking car, $4,800. Wonder if it's going to sell. Are they worth a lot of money? I don't know, because I'm not a Ford guy or a Lincoln guy. If there was still Mercury, I wouldn't be a Mercury guy either. Let's see. Going once. Just wait for it. Uh-oh, got another bid of $5,100. Every time I look away, somebody bids on it. So, oh, they said they're not close on it. So the AI knows what the bid is, what the reserve is on it, and it's saying we're not close, and it doesn't say selling all the way, so that's a giveaway. But somebody did bid on it and reset the time. Every time they bid on it, it resets, so you have to go back through the going once and going twice deal. So $5,500, and they bid again. So it's going back through again, but it's gaining ground. I'm gonna imagine that it probably won't sell. I'm thinking this is $7,000, maybe $8,000 car. Yep, if sell, $5,600. Maybe they'll get the job done. Maybe they can come to some sort of agreement somewhere in between what the buyer wants and what the seller wants. That's usually how it works, right? All right, our Volare is next. Let's just hit it once real close. Boom, I'm a high bidder, $675, just because I like this rusty junk so much that I'm just gonna hit it. So for a high bidder at $675, it's a charity donation car, and let's hit it just one more time. That's gonna be our last bid on that one, $875. So We've been outbid again. So we're done. We're not going to give that much,
Going once for $1,075.
simply because I looked earlier and it says rust on the frame. So it says it runs and drives, but if it wasn't for that rust on the frame I'm a little bit worried about,
$175.
it wouldn't be that big of a deal. We didn't check it to see how rusty that frame was. So we can fix a lot of stuff, but we want to be careful about this one. Let's see if it even goes. It should go. It's a charity donation.
Sale for
Oh, if sale. I would have thought it would have sold, but man, I like that car. Oh well. A lot of these cars were going cheap. Unfortunately, all the ones that we wanted weren't going that cheap. I mean, if sell on that, the S15 or S15, yeah, S15. What they call it, S15? Yeah, the small truck. Anyway, it went just a little bit more than we wanted to give on it. So you have to stand your ground. You have to pick your number and stand your ground, or else you'll just keep bidding and bidding and bidding and bidding until, you know, it's no longer worth what you're bidding on it. So it's a juggling act. But that was the last vehicle on the list. So we didn't get anything this time. We'll try again, another auction next week. So that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Street Rag Garage. Until next time.